Welcome to Burning Bright, a weekly podcast presenting poetry and prose from Passager. Two poems today by baseball players and coaches. Neither poem is about baseball, though. They're both about school. When Harry Bald was a Columbia University student, he was voted All-Ivy League shortstop twice and broke Lou Gehrig's records. Unfortunately, he says they were Gehrig's academic records. He currently teaches English and coaches sports at Horace Mann School in New York, the high school, by the way, that William Carlos Williams, Jack Kerouac, and Anthony Hecht attended in earlier years. Here's Harry Bald's poem, Trivium, from his book, The Uncorrected Eye, which Passager published in 2018. 1. My pen leaked in my pants while I aced math. The loafered girl beside me, so English, made fun of me in her accent. "Moth geek," she said. I felt her laugh in English, where we belabored the sonnet, Italian and English. Lunch looked like my life, a catastrophic math problem, some noodles and a vegan thing on English muffins. Then I had history. My math-stained pants made a map of India. When the English Empire came was a snooze. Math homework was 100 lonely fires. English was no better. Then I got a letter from the English girl. I love the heart you drew for me in math. 2. Remember that girl in 9th grade English? Her lipstick was like a private history of red. She tortured you with her English accent, and then you trudged off to European history, where the map of Spain looked like an English muffin, plastered with the bloody jam of history boys never flinch from. Hormones clacked like the English we put on cue balls, our future, the history of those ricochets. We woke when the English sank the Armada. That was dead white history. And at 3 o'clock, we were those who broke with the English over simple notions that began American history from taxes and intolerable acts. School at last was history. Trivium by Harry Bald from his book The Uncorrected Eye. Gilbert Arzola is the child of Mexican migrant workers. He moved to northern Indiana when he was 3. When he turned 12, he began working 9 to 10 hours a day, weeding, irrigating, and harvesting the fields. He worked before and after the school day, during the winter and over breaks, juggling school sports seasons too. His 8th grade teacher praised a story he wrote and read it to the class. Gil said, "It was the first time, I think, that anyone had ever said anything like that about me that wasn't something physical." In 2019, Passager published Gilbert Arzola's first book of poetry, Prayers of Little Consequence. Here from that book is his poem, 3rd Grade. Patty's mother gave the class a talk about cats, and then she died. So Patty's desk sat as empty as the principal's heart. And the teachers told us to be nice to her when she came back to school. So we were. Donna walked like a boy and took measured steps like a farmer stepping over new rows in a field, and Peggy walked quickly as if something was after her. But even then we all knew there was no need to hurry. I loved them both with 3rd grade love, and sent them anonymous notes written in blue crayon. And they never guessed it was me. Danny dared me to walk on top the monkey bars, and I walked them as perfectly as a fat man to a buffet. Mrs. Brown made me wash my hands twice because I was a Mexican, and she said she couldn't tell when they were clean. Becky pulled up her dress at recess to show us her panties. And the sun set forever inside Patty's eyes. 3rd grade. That's all I remember. 3rd Grade, from Gilbert Arzola's book, Prayers of Little Consequence. To buy Prayers of Little Consequence or Harry Bald's The Uncorrected Eye, go to PassagerBooks.com and click on Books at the top of the page. To subscribe or learn more about Passager and its commitment to writers over 50, also go to PassagerBooks.com. You can download Burning Bright from Spotify, Apple and Google Podcasts, and various other podcast apps. And this reminder, Passager will host a reading Sunday, November 8th at 2 o'clock Eastern Time with Liz Abrams Morley and several other poets published in the 2020 contest issue. To get the details on how to watch it online, go to the Passager website, passagerbooks.com, and click Events at the top of the page. For Kendra, Mary, Christine, and the rest of the staff at Passager, I'm John Shore.